Hey guys, Proper English here, and today we're going to take a look at a strange piston behavior. We're going to look at it in 1.2.5 single player, multiplayer, and then in 1.3.1 in single player. And yeah, so let's take a look at what's going on. I dealt with this strange behavior quite a bit when I was working on an ALU because I had a setup like this in the ALU. And yeah, so we get what we on the RDF call a derp piston. It's broken. You just have to destroy the double piston head and the block and put it back. Yeah, so I've set up a bunch of different conditions, and we'll take a look at how these affect the formation of derp pistons. All right, so in this second one here, I've got the pistons set up the same way, and I extended the input out a little bit, and let's see what happens. Well, that one gave us a derp piston, no good. What if I extend it one more? Well, that's still no good. It also gave us a derp piston. Now, let's try raising the input up a little bit and see what happens there. No luck. Still getting a derp piston. Well, now, what if I rearrange the pistons? Okay, so now I've got them closer to each other, like so. You can see the difference here. They're spaced apart a little. Here they're closer. Let's see how that works. No, that one gives me a derp piston. But now, what happens if I pull this input out like I did before? Well, that one worked. I have no idea why it worked, but it worked. All right, so now let's take a look at this. So if we pull it out one, it works. Well, it should do the same thing with two, right? Wrong. We get a derp piston, and it doesn't make any sense. I mean, it probably does make sense if you go in and look at the code, but yeah, right. Looking at it right here, it really doesn't make any intuitive sense. Okay, so now let's try this one, and that one worked. Didn't work on the double over here, but when we've just got the one here and the pistons closer together, it worked just fine. So yeah, let's take a look at this. Keep this image in mind because I've got the same setup on the RDF build server, and we're going to head there now and see how it works there. Alright, so now I'm on the RDF build server, and I've left chat on this time, so you can see what it's like over here. And actually, before I get started, oh, we'll see what kind of responses we get. Oh, yeah, I love this server. It's awesome. All right, so let's take a look at these derp pistons here. I've got the same setup that I had in single player, and now we'll take a look at it in multiplayer. So this first one over here gives us a derp piston, no good. Now I've pulled it back one, just like we did before. Well, now it works just fine. I have no idea how that works. All right, so now let's jump into pulling it back one more, and that one works fine. Well, what about this one? Works just fine. None of these three worked in single player, so I don't even know what's going on there. Now let's take a look at this one. So the pistons are close together now, and we get a derp piston. No good. Well, what if we pull the wire back one? Nope, no good. And one more? No good. And our final one, well, that one worked. Oh, but I know why it worked. I was kind of surprised by that. All right, so that was the problem. Let's try that again. All right, so now let's take a look at it. There we go. Okay, that was what I was expecting. And yes, so a completely different pattern than we got in single player. Very, very strange. This thing is pretty unpredictable. And even when I was working on this ALU and I was trying to route the wires in different ways, sometimes it would work, sometimes it wouldn't work, sometimes it would work for one bit, sometimes it wouldn't work down over the next two bits, and it just didn't make any sense. I literally spent a good 2 to 3 hours figuring it out, and it was absolutely ridiculous. Alright, so now let's jump back to single player. I know you guys are going to miss the ridiculous chat of the RDF. We're going to go back to single player 1.3 now, and we'll see how it works there. Alright, so now I'm in 1.3, and let's check this out. I'm going to flip that lever, and no derp piston. That's awesome. None of these are going to get derp pistons, and that's amazing. It's fixed. We're going to get pulses, and some of them will be a little different. Some of them get it on the rising edge, some get it on the falling edge, some get it on both. But nothing is breaking, and that's what matters here. It's beautiful. So yeah, I don't know if you guys were aware of this one or this particular way of generating derp pistons, but now you know it, and and it's fixed, so I guess you don't have to watch out for it. But it's kind of neat to look at this sort of stuff from time to time and see how redstone is evolving, because, you know, it really is getting better when we have fixes like this. Alright, so thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh, little chicken in there. He likes redstone too.